Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, Ja Morant has been suspended from team activities after a second video circulates showing him flashing a gun. Now, it looks like Ja Morant is actually driving a vehicle. His man is in the passenger side. They're listening to whatever they're listening to.
I
some
thought
music.
his man was driving. I don't know. I wasn't paying no attention.
Now it looks like he was driving. His man starts, I guess showing on live, him in the car and them in the car vibing. When they flash Ja Morant has a gun up as he's rapping.
Hell of a multitasker if he was driving and listening to NBA Youngboy and waving his gun at the same time.
Yes.
Very interesting.
It looks like his man seen what would happen. I'll say allegedly, but it looks like his man seen what happened and put the camera down fast. Like, I don't think his man seen Ja Morant holding the gun and was like, oh, I'm going to show this. Looks like they were vibing. His man showed him on live, and then when he paired to Ja Morant actually had
Why they got so many ops or so much beef that they got to ride around with guns, though? I would think that when you're Ja Morant and you're worth, a few $100 million, if it's that serious, just keep armed security with you at all times.
Yeah, well, the NBA suspended Morant for 8 games without pay. Last time he had allegedly had a gun in a nightclub in Colorado, so we don't know what's going to happen now. But I'm with you. Like, if I have so much money, and my contracts are so big, and I have so many endorsements, if I do have beef or problems or situations with anybody, I can put a security guard on payroll.
Yeah, we have all these conversations about people tricking you off the street. But we don't never talk about us tricking ourselves off the street enough. You know what I mean? Because I don't care. Y'all can point to Ja's friends. Y'all can point to Ja's father. The person that's ultimately responsible for Ja's poor choices is Ja Morant. You know what I mean? And these are just a series of poor choices. And it's not just, him waving the gun on Instagram live again. Like, there's a series of incidents that I'm sure on Monday morning today are making all these corporations that are paying him hundreds of millions of dollars sit back and they're thinking about. They're rethinking these partnerships this morning. Well, guaranteed.
Of course, so many of his peers had things to say, like Jalen Rose.
And for Ja to put himself in this situation just a short time after that scenario happened, I agree with Stephen A. This is going to be a 20-25 game suspension. It's unfortunate also for the organization because now it puts a damper going into next season. How well can you play if you're going to miss Ja Morant for so many games? But I got to also say this. He is 23. He just finished his 4th year in the league. And I'm personally just glad that social media didn't exist when I was in college or when I was in the league. Because like I said before, I put myself in a lot of questionable positions and made a lot of poor decisions like we see him making right now. So I'm not going to talk about it like it's the end for him.
I'm going to unpack more of this in Donkey of the Day, but the thing that bugs me out about this situation is the why. Like, why is he doing this? Like, we've seen people, fumble things before. We've seen, like, people do outlandish things before, but there was a why behind it. Like, it might have been upset over a woman or, they might be on drugs or they might be on alcohol. And unless that is the case, I don't know what is the reason for doing this.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not like I'm holding this up so y'all know what I got. So when y'all come, it does not make sense.
There's a root to self-destructive behavior, right? I don't know what the root to this behavior is in any way, shape, or form. And it's crazy to me because it's like if you're trying to mimic somebody, like if you're trying to mimic, I don't know whether it's the rappers or the street dude, those dudes would kill to be you.
Absolutely.
Ja, they want to be you. You want to be them, but they would literally die to be you.
Absolutely.
What are we doing, young man?
Absolutely. All right, now we got to talk about the Brat now. The Brat apologizes for a sperm donor comments. If you don't remember, she was saying something about, she was looking for a sperm donor. She couldn't find any African-American donors, and the one that she did find looked like Jiminy Cricket. Well, the Brat apologizes for that statement.
I didn't think it would be offensive to anybody. I cracked jokes about almost everybody that I saw. That one just happened to make it in the show. I wasn't trying to be mean or say anything negative about black people. We were looking for a black donor. It was just misconstrued and taken way out of context.
Yeah, so I'm more on social than she is. And there were things that I was really trying to avoid her from seeing. They had comments that said, I just hope you guys miscarry. And I know if they're coming on my page, they're coming on her page. So I'm trying to delete a lot of stuff so she can't see it on my page and she can't see it on her page because it was extreme hate. If nothing else, at this time, I feel like this should be at least an educational moment so our people aren't as ignorant, so other different women don't have that situation.
I agree with her, but you shouldn't be able to say coming in conversations about sperm. You got to pick another word.
Yo, shut up, man. Shut up. But she apologized, and, you know, she understands what she said was wrong, and I think, you know, you give a little grace. Shout to the Brad, shout to Judy. I hope that baby is a healthy baby, and I hope everything is just right for y'all.
I agree. What is grace in 2023, though? There is no such thing. Don't nobody give nobody no damn grace.
People mess up. They make mistakes, and if you...
I agree with you, but people in 2023, well, they've been doing this for a while, they act like nobody can make a mistake. But we do realize that is the way, so that's what fuels social media, right?
Correct.
When we talk about grist for the mill, correct. Like that is all the grist that social media needs. They waking up right now this morning waiting to be upset at something somebody did or said. They cannot wait. They wouldn't know what to do if somebody didn't do something today to upset them.
Yeah. And lastly, I just want to report on Jamie Foxx. Now, on Friday, there was reports that Jamie Foxx's family was preparing for the worst. Well, his daughter said, update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and supports. We have an exciting work announcement coming next week, too.
What the hell is pickleball?
It's like if you think of tennis, but the court is a lot smaller, and it's Donnell Rawlins plays it all the time. I know it's like a new sport that they've been doing.
No, drop on the clues bombs for Jamie Foxx. Okay, and this is why I said last week you shouldn't be just running around speculating about things. Stop worrying about the why sometime and just throw some prayers in the air. You know what I mean? If you know somebody's going through something, stop coming up with all these different rumors and allegations and this person did this and this person did that and somebody's out to get him. Forget all of that. Like, just say a prayer for him.
That's right.
That's it.
That's all you got to say.
That's all you can do in those situations.
And wait for the family to make an announcement,
right.
whatever it is, like she did.
That's right.
All right.
And Donnell out there playing butt-naked pickleball somewhere.
I didn't say butt-naked. I just said pickleball.
Oh. Pickleball sounds like a sport you would play butt-naked. Donnell.
It definitely does. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. And next time, I want to open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. I want to say again, salute to all the mothers out there. I hope you guys had an amazing Mother's Day. But for us fathers out there, it might not have been as amazing.
We tried. You understand what I'm saying? Fathers try to give y'all the day off. We try to just make it a nice, relaxing day for y'all, but then we get into the mode of having to deal with them kids and realizing we don't know a damn thing.
So
I don't know where nothing's at.
So after front page news, we want to take some of the calls from them dads out there that had a horrible time this Mother's Day that couldn't figure it out, that we realize how important a mom is. Because I can't do hair.
Listen, no.
I can't do hair.
I always know how important my wife is. You know what I mean? But the moral of the story is there's nothing that makes you feel more defeated than when you're trying to figure it out and you have to still call your wife when you know she's trying to relax.
I can't do hair. I don't know what outfits my daughters should be wearing or my son should wear. I don't know what fits anymore.
And the kids know you don't know what you're doing.
Yes, I don't know when I cut the meat paws a certain way. They're like, that's not how mommy does it. Watch your mouth. Talk about my kids. 800-585-1051.
You gonna ask your wife how to cut the meat?
800-585-1051. We want to talk to the dads out there. What's wrong with you, man?
That is something you should ask your wife about.
You know what?
I mean, that is something you should ask your wife about.
Front page news is The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.